So without further ado, Mat Jenkins, come on in, mate.
Yay! Hey, Matt.
Hello, everyone.
Thanks for coming in.
How are you today, Matthew?
Yeah, good. Really good.
It was a bit of a surprise visit, in that we probably knew about it, but the rest of the world didn't know you were coming on.
That's right.
Unfortunately,
Keep the popularity at a lower
bit
level.
of there's too much. I had to keep all the groupies away.
That's
If
right.
They know you're in. It
They
just
queue at the door.
it'll just jam the internet. There's people
That's right.
knocking on the window. It's like some sort of breakfast TV show.
That's it. Yeah.
Welcome in. Now, why have you come in today, mate?
Coming to talk a little bit about the latter part of our airbrush special. So
Yes.
we've got finished body to take a look at.
Let's talk airbrushing.
Airbrushing.
Because during the week we released a video.
Well, it was yesterday.
Yesterday we
So
released a video.
yesterday the video went up about airbrushing bodies.
Airbrushing
Okay.
bodies. Now, I touched on this a little bit from the show from home. Was that last week?
Yeah, we did. You had them at home, right?
I had them at home.
Yeah.
So that's 9 steps version 2, 0.3 airbrush.
Yep.
And the 9 steps cleaning pot.
Yep.
And I was the first for me of using them.
Mhm.
And I wanted to say how good they were.
Easy to use.
Yeah, this cleaning pot here really changed the way that I painted and really cut down. Usually I end up with like 4 rags, dirty rags of half. Usually just below there. I'm only using acrylics, so it's not really very smelly. So I don't need a spray booth or anything like that. But usually I just spray it into a cloth or a rag or something like that, end up with a load of dirty rags. But this one here, you actually just squirt it into the paint pot.
Yep.
It filters it and holds it all. Put a little bit of kitchen towel in there, and then just scrunch it up and throw it out when you finish doing all your bodies.
It's easy.
And it's a great little holder too.
It's a great little
it works really
holder.
well.
Yeah,
Yep.
it didn't tip over. It's got this extra leg here. When you've got the
Very
lead,
stable.
when you've got the lead coming out, the airline and stuff. It was
There's a
really
glass
cool.
too, so there's a bit of weight in it.
Yeah, and I was actually using it. I was actually filling it in here with the paint and everything, and checking it. Give it a squirt and then check it. Add some flow improver before I got out and got onto the paper.
I think it's got some filters in here too. There's a
has.
couple of little filters in there.
Yeah.
Look, there we go.
They're probably replaceable, but
So.
I did a ton of painting, and they're still brand new. And the ones
Well, you've got to clean them for a while.
You can wash them out.
Yeah,
Wash them out.
yeah, just picking up a bit of the what do you call it? The smoky bits, the vapor.
paper.
Yeah. So some smell will still come out of it. If you're using like solvents and things, you'll still smell it.
Oh, the smell
But
will come out.
it'll capture
But
some
the
of the
haze-
cleaning fluid. Yeah.
But the haze will definitely come out. So if you go into the overhead beach while young Matty's got it in his hand,
Yeah.
you can have a look at the 0.3. Now that one's not pristine. It has done a lot of work.
Just zoom that in closer.
But I think the trigger feels even nicer now. And yeah, like I said, I was really happy with it. So I'm actually going to give that one to
Can't see anything there.
to Matthew to take away and try on his
Try it.
endeavours and see what he thinks.
Hang on, let me try and focus on
There we go. Really nice shiny
Signature
body.
series by 9 steps.
Yeah, very, very cool. What did you say? 0.3?
0.3
0.3.
this one, yeah.
0.3.
Yeah. And then the all silver one is the 0.2.
Yeah. So this one over here, and this one here is a little bit dearer, but it's got the Mac valve. It is 0.2.
Yep.
But I think for the acrylics and the RC stuff,
Yep.
maybe it's not so useful. I don't know. I didn't get the chance. I was too happy with that one to bother getting the 0.2 out.
Well, you're generally doing quite large work compared to a small kit.
Yeah.
So 0.3 would generally be fine for you, I think. 0.2, if you're doing really intricate stuff, which you probably won't notice on
This is interesting.
an RC car so much, unless you come up
Yeah.
really close. But it will give you a little bit more control if you need to do really fine dots
Yeah,
and lines.
probably for not what I'm doing, but probably for more the stuff that Matthew's doing.
Maybe for shadowing. So,
like
shadow
between tones.
between tones.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
So you
So
can see the differences there.
some 9-step stuff. Now, if
Okay,
you
so
want
that's
to,
a Mac valve there.
if you want to reach behind you there, beach,
Yeah.
and grab one of those cars,
Right.
doesn't matter. May as well get the comical.
Probably cool.
That's the work that I was turning out. It's nothing too artistic. You can see that, and it's all very familiar to those who have seen it before. But yeah, so it's just a black line first, then green stencil work.
Yep.
Then fluoro yellow. Then I back it. Then pull off all the tape because I don't use liquid mask. I'm still old fashioned and using tape.
Yep.
Pull off the tape, then do pink and then white, and it's done. So sounds like complicated. It's quite effective, and like I said, because painting's not my favorite thing, and it's my comfy place, and it's easy for me to replicate. I did 6 at once.
Yeah.
which was amazing effort.
The tape gives a good effect anyway. Like the ripped tape really gives a nice
Yeah, and
effect.
it doesn't have to be perfect. Like if
No.
you try and do lines and it's got to be central and stuff, it's a torn tape. That's the effect. So I want to focus more on the driver's head. I don't know if you need to take the body off or not, but the driver's head on this car is absolutely phenomenal. Now I can't lay claim to this head.
It's very shiny.
That
Shiny
is-
pink helmet.
That is a huge shiny pink helmet. That's our comical. That's our vintage bash, and BJ can take all the credit for this. So he modelled it. Gave it a moustache for some reason. I still haven't
I got
figured
all
out.
the inspiration from you.
Well, I can't. Where? Which part? The blue eyes.
Oh, it's got a liking to someone we know, hasn't it?
Can't figure out where.
No, certainly.
How good, and that was a full face helmet. You chopped the chin piece off.
That's
You
it.
modelled the face.
Yep.
You created a moustache, and you did all the painting effect.
Look at the gloss.
It looks wet.
It might be.
It's that it's that the colour's that deep, really glossy. So yeah, so that is comical car. I only did the body, but yeah, and that's why you were in the model expo, mate, because of that sort of work. And that would have been.
You can do that.
That
I'll teach you.
Actually,
You've gone on quiet.
Have you got years? I don't know if you really heard what you said then, mate, because
it's got the same aggressive sort of driver look that you normally have on the driver's stand. So he's got the lifelikeness.
Only when I'm lapping Simon here.
And you're calling it lapping.
Lapping. Get out of the way, mate. He just doesn't get out of the way. You know what I mean? Anyway. We can all dream, can't we? No. So that is really, really cool.
Yep.
Amazing.
It's a little bit of extra character, doesn't it?
So that crosses a few bridges as far as we've talked airbrushing on that.
Mm-hmm.
We've talked your modeling.
Yep.
And your model expo work.
Yes.
We can touch on vintage bash because that's what it's for in October.
Yep.
So that's
coming up pretty quick, isn't it?
That is before we know it. That will be here. Another body I painted was a Biddy Design iron body, which is a truck one.
Yep.
And that's on a TTO1 chassis. And
Here as well.
that is to go racing up at Bendigo. There we go. Don't need to look too much detail at that. It's all, again, the very similar colours. And that is a Biddy Design body. So that's obviously a brand that we do here. But as far as the Euro trucks go, don't focus too much on the engine. That hasn't been detailed yet. A very close friend of mine is going to take that away on the weekend and do that.
Have you got friends?
No, none at all. He's going to take that away and model that for me. So
I like the way how you get your wings to come around the backside there.
Yeah, I don't know. I wanted the body to look longer. I feel that they look very short for trucks. So anything you can do to lengthen it, long lines, long stickers. Yeah.
That's good.
So, and that is the Biddy Design iron body. And that is hopefully going to make its debut at Bendigo On-Road Club on July the 3rd.
Okay.
July the 3rd. So not this Sunday, a fortnight from now. We're going to get trackside. We're going to get BJ up there too.
All weather permitting.
All weather permitting. Otherwise, we'll put the wets on and just send it.
Absolutely.
Oh, I love the rain. Racing in the wet.
Really?
I don't do it that often.
Well, they come with tread tires.
That's right.
They come with
They
tread
come with tread tires. So there we go. So there's a couple of pieces. Now, let's talk about Matthew's airbrushing. Here we go.
Oh,
We'll just get this out of the way for now.
Yep.
So we did start off the segment. Matthew did a video with us and we released it yesterday. We did some airbrushing. He explained a lot about the liquid mask.
Yep.
Preparation.
Drawing the design, actually cutting it. And we did what, 3 colours?
3
4
colours.
colours.
That's right. Yep.
Live on the show. So Matthew wanted to go ahead and bring it in.
Let's get this out. So
Have a look at how good it looks. I absolutely love it.
It is quite spectacular.
Who's Noah?
No, yeah, well, he's watching.
He's young Noah. So
Young Noah.
I bet how much does he love it?
Yeah, look, he
That
quite
is,
liked when you sort of popped out of the garage. Yeah, absolutely. Look, we did this pretty quick, and we actually did it on the show. There's a lot of pressures, and obviously when you're painting and so on. But look, it's come up quite well. Yeah, come up quite well.
You have to be really happy. And the important thing, I suppose, about race body, I mean, not my race body, they don't have to be perfect. We're going to go out and bang them up anyway.
That's right.
So it's really a bit of function over form at the end of the day, but it doesn't mean you can't look bad doing it.
Even
and that is super creative.
taillights and headlights.
I was really admiring the taillights. Just that little effect there. Nothing too complicated, and the headlights too. It's just effective.
Yeah.
You know?
And it looks better. I mean, as I said, they get banged up a little bit. A torn sticker doesn't look as nice. That obviously won't happen on this.
No.
So, yeah, no, it's come up quite well.
No, you notice my cars have definitely all the headlight stickers are intact, but all the rear ones all smashed off completely.
Oh, what does that mean as well?
Yeah, it's a Simon coming through. No, so that is really, really cool. I think he should love it, and you should be proud, Matt. Your painting's good.
Yep.
I was really happy that I got to learn a lot because it's not my technique with the liquid mask and cutting but it really is quite fast and effective.
Yep, and you can the more you practice, the better you get, of course. It's like anything.
Yep.
And the more time you take, the better the finished product will be too.
Yeah. So it's just really about persistence, isn't it?
That's
you
right.
just got to persist and keep going and enjoy it. And if you're not enjoying it, then it's not worth it. You know what I mean?
That's right.
So that is really, really cool. Like I said, painting's not my forte. It's not something I particularly like doing, but I do take pride in saying how I painted it or seeing a car that I painted because it is part of the hobby.
That's right. I mean, and I said it, I think, during the painting show that it's actually the hardest part of any build. You know, if you want something, the longest, right?
Yeah.
But it's like anything. It's like unless you actually practice and are prepared for some, I guess, spoilage along the way. I mean, look, at the end of the day, if you make a mistake or if you're learning, there's nothing wrong with learning. The body's going to get banged up anyway.
Yeah, that's right.
There's no harm in learning, and I guess that's the best way to get better at what you really want to do.
Of course. And look at your grills even.
Yep.
Just notice that. That's cool
a little bit of an effect in the grills there.
And that's the difference, and that's what all the pro guys like. That's what they do. There's no stickers on there.
That's actually
what you do.
That stencil is actually a P plate.
Yeah, I was going to say old P plate.
A P plate. Yeah, you just those the P plates that stick on the outside of the car.
Yes.
You actually on the window. Sorry, you actually just peel. They've got a clear plastic layer on them. You just peel the layer off, and it's perfect hot pitch.
Right.
Just spray it through, and it's quite disposable. You know, you just cut a piece off and
and it forms well in the body. I suppose.
That's right. It does lay on the body quite well.
Very, very cool, Matt. I love it.
That's really good.
Well, that is cool. So you have to take some of these nine-step stuff away with you,
absolutely, and
report back to us and see what you find, see what you think. Like I said,
got 2 bodies in the garage prepped at the moment, ready to paint.
They're definitely not $380 Awada, but
I don't use them either, though.
Like I said,
I'm in the middle of the range.
I think for what most people are doing, I think that this is great. A really great, reliable option.
For sure.
Needles are available, nozzles. So 9 steps airbrushes.
Just out of curiosity, are needles and nozzles, etc., interchangeable between brands?
To a point.
To a point.
Yep. So I think the biggest difference is some of the tapers on needles might be different.
Sure.
So it depends on how it fits within the nozzle.
Yep.
But if you get matched and the threads work, there's no reason why they shouldn't really work.
As long as you get the needle and the nozzle together.
Cool. Yeah.
Because I remember when I got the airbrushes, I said, BJ, I need an airbrush.
Yep.
I honestly didn't know much about them. But, certainly what we got was spot on.
Good stuff.
Fantastic.
Yeah.